Aloha and welcome to Showcase Hawaii, Hawaii's only home shopping show. I'm Wayne Nunez.
And I'm Lori Nunez.
And we have a great show for you. It always amazes me how many different ways you can form a piece of jewelry to look like a particular item. And
True.
Our Hibiscus Flower Jewelry is one of those things because we featured some in the past that have cubic zirconia, but this particular one we wanted to feature and give you at a really affordable price.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you could get them individually. You could either get the pendant, which includes the 18-inch adjustable chain that Lori's wearing, or you can get the post earrings. Now, the detail in these is so exquisite, and it really follows what you would see in a hibiscus flower.
Yes.
Now,
petals.
Exactly,
yes.
the different way it's formed.
Shapes.
Now, we're offering both gold-plated over sterling silver and rose gold-plated over sterling silver.
Which is so popular. Everybody loves it.
Yep.
It's a very romantic metal.
Yes.
It has that history.
Well, it's 0.925 sterling silver. So it's rose gold plated over the sterling silver. You can see it's about an inch on the screen.
Right.
The pendant with the bail, so it's not too big and not too small. Lori's wearing it right there. You want something that is just the perfect accent piece.
Right.
And I think that the earrings are a post and just the right size. They don't overwhelm your earlobe.
Right.
And then the pendant you could see sits perfectly on your neckline.
Yes.
Now, if you do want to shorten your chain, you can bring the pendant up a little higher. And then with the earrings, I think the neat thing is, and I probably wouldn't think of this, depending on where you turn it, the stem of the plumeria can be either up or down or sideways. But for me, I like things symmetrical and in their place. So I would have to make sure the stems are facing the same way when Lori's wearing them. I usually say, oh, that stem's going this way and that stem's going this way. You got to turn them. So
I think there's a word for that.
Yeah. Obsessive compulsive. Exactly.
So, it takes someone who loves the flowers to really notice all the details, right? We have a lot of people who love gardening, who grow their own flowers, and then there's those of you who just love the flowers, whether it's to decorate or whether it's printed on a lot of different things that you may have in your home, or the actual live flower, right? But that's where when we look at the pieces of jewelry, we just notice these details that we find really attractive, and that's why we think you're going to love it too.
Now, I know when we were featuring these last time, they flew out.
Yes.
But I think having the rose gold this time is going to be really special for a lot of people because there's so many varieties of hibiscus flowers. I didn't realize they come in so many assortments. In fact, I went online and I noticed and I thought, oh, that can't be real. Because some of the colors...
It looks almost fake. Or there's hybrids where it's the outline is a different, like it might be pink and then white in the middle, or, different variations.
Now, if you love your hibiscus flower, I'm going to tell you a little secret. We are featuring more of our hibiscus bangles around Christmas in different colors. So if you have a favorite color, they're not all complete.
Yes.
So you could give us a call, 888-965-7467. And you could say, hey, I'm hoping you get back the purple. That's taken care of. We're definitely getting back the purple. But this will match perfectly with your hibiscus bracelets too.
Right, and it's a really great price, right? And so, of course, if you want to get each piece, or you just want the earrings, or you just want the pendant, that's perfectly fine too. And I always say, you don't have to feel like you have to purchase a gift that's the full set.
But we do have a set price.
Right,
too.
But we always talk about that you could just give one now and then maybe give one later.
One earring.
I didn't mean one earring. But you just kind of build on the collection for them. And a lot of people think that's really neat.
Well, I think, too, you said a lot of people like gardening. So we have a few customers that are specifically growing hibiscus flowers for their enjoyment. So they're going to love these.
Right.
But you could see the size of the hibiscus is a little around the size of a quarter. And again, the chain is included with the pendant. A lot of people think, well, I know when you go out and you buy something, it's one of those things. They'll show you the pendant price and they'll show you it with you, with a chain with it. And then you think you're going to get the chain and the pendant and then go, oh, no, the chain's separately.
Right. That's why we have so many people who ask, does it include the chain? And we usually try to include the chain. I think it's only if it's 14 karat gold that maybe sometimes it'll only be the pendant, because a lot of times people have their own chain, so they just want the pendant. But most of the time you're going to see, and we'll mark it, and we'll even let you know, or when you read it online you'll see that it includes a chain. We also like offering you an adjustable chain, and it just gives you the variety and option if you want to make it shorter depending on your neckline and have more of a choker style, or if you want to make it longer. And it's nice having that option. It's almost like it's a different necklace because you can change it up.
The different heights.
Right. But I have noticed that a lot of people have been saying, I've always wanted to try the rose gold, or they'll tell us that they purchased one of our rose gold items and now they're just in love with it. And those of you giving gifts will always call us back and say, oh, the recipient, they love that rose gold. So it's just something different that you can add to your collection, that if you have your gold plated or you have your silver, and then here's just something that's a little bit different.
I had a customer, Althea, call the other day, and she said, I watch you all the time, but I'm so nervous. I said, why are you nervous? She said, because I've never ordered like this before. I said, oh, we're going to have fun. And she started laughing. I said, well, she said that the reason why I'm calling is because you guys said that you never keep your my credit card information.
True.
And I said, we haven't been keeping credit card information since we started.
Yes,
we
14 years ago.
14 years. So I said, we like to keep your information private. I said, so if you were to call in the future, we'd have your address, but we wouldn't have your credit card information. And it's funny because a lot of people do call and say, oh, you have my credit card. And
Yes.
I say, no, I'm sorry, we don't have it. And they go, really? And then they'll say, okay, it's blah, 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 blah. And I think, wow, they memorized their credit card number. That's pretty good, because I
Yes.
can't even remember, what yesterday's date was,
Right.
let alone memorize my whole credit card number.
Right.
But we do not keep your credit card
Right.
number. So if you are nervous, like this customer was, don't be nervous, because we make it easy for you and we do not keep that type of information.
And a lot of people will call and they'll say, okay, how does this work?
Yes.
I want to order. What am I supposed to do? And so just to let you know, if you've never called and ordered before, it's a very simple process. We just get your name and where we're mailing it to. So it's just very simple. We just need to know where we're sending it, right?
And we even make it easier when you're sending a gift, because you give us the recipient's address, their name and address, and we'll put a nice little note in there for you, and we wrap it nicely with a gift box.
Well, I'm excited about this one because
It's gonna be popular.
Yes, we get a lot of requests for a smaller, petite cross. And what I love about this is so many people have said that their favorite flower is the plumeria flower, and then you add in the CZ. And look at that size. It's really a very nice size.
Well, it's perfect for layering. Layering is in with your necklaces.
Yes.
So if you want to layer this with another necklace, I think it's going to be super popular. When I saw it, I thought, oh, okay, we have a larger version of this. But I thought this is perfect if somebody wants to layer
Right.
2, maybe 3 necklaces
Yes.
with it. And people layer gold
You're
with
seeing
silver.
that a
and
lot.
you see it a lot.
I
But
love
you can
that
see
look.
it's a really great size.
Right. So you are always trying to figure out, gee, do I want to get silver? Do I want to get gold? And this is an opportunity where you can buy 2 at a really great price. And what I like to do is a lot of times people want to keep one for themselves, which I think is a great idea, right? One for me, one for you. This is a great opportunity to get two, try it against your complexion, see which one you like. I think you're going to be surprised if you haven't tried one or the other before. You're going to be surprised at how good it looks on you.
You might keep both of them, and then you're going to have to call in. And we have people do that all the time.
Well,
they order something for somebody, they try it on, and they end up keeping it for themselves.
Well, and it's so affordable, so why not? And
Right.
you can wear, certain colors might look better in your clothing with a certain color of jewelry, which I find interesting too. For example, if you're wearing a black dress, you may like the way it looks with the gold, you may like it with the silver. So it kind of gives you that opportunity.
Now, I want to point out this is 0.925 sterling silver. You have two styles to choose from. You could choose the 14 karat gold plated over the silver, or you can just choose the silver. Now, it comes with an 18-inch matching adjustable chain. So the chain will adjust down to keiki size. If you want to give, if you know somebody younger that you think this would look good on, you could give it to them because the chain will adjust down and it just slides along that silicone ball. We talk about it all the time. It's one of our more popular chains. I also want to point out that this particular necklace has cubic zirconia in between every plumeria flower.
Yeah,
And
so pretty.
this-
Right in the center.
Yeah, this matches all our other plumeria jewelry too very beautifully. And that's the silver that you're seeing on screen. We had to do that by two special prices because we knew people were going to buy multiples of this.
And we get a lot of calls. I love talking with our customers, and they always share stories of how they're wearing our jewelry, and someone will say, I love it. I love that piece on you. Where did you get it?
Well, some people say, I couldn't tell them because I didn't want my secret to get out. And I'm like, no, let your secret out.
Well, in addition to that, I hear that all the time as well. But I can't believe, and again, it's a tribute to the Hawaii people and, just wanting to share gifts of aloha. But a lot of people will just give it right off of themselves. They'll take it off and say, here, you love it so much, you can have it. And then they'll just get another one for themselves.
It's so affordable, you can do that. But
right.
Only in Hawaii.
I'm
People will do
always
that.
really surprised. Like, that is so nice of
Yeah.
you. I mean, but I can see people doing that. You like it? Here, you can have it.
Take it. Exactly. So this is about 3/4 of an inch. That's including the bail. If you don't include the bail, it's probably a little over half an inch, 5/8 of an
Yeah,
inch.
very nice size. I like that. And, it's like you're saying, it's great just wearing it on its own. And it can work perfectly for many ages. I could see, from a young girl to a teen to 20s, 30s, up, 50, 60, up. And it really has no age. I mean, our jewelry really does have no age limit,
No, we think about these things. We try and get jewelry that is easy to wear, comfortable, high quality, ageless, timeless,
Oh, that's
classic.
nice word. Yep.
We try to check all those boxes. So when we're looking at different things, we have our customer in mind because we have so many customers over the year. Did you know we're approaching our 16th year?
Yes, I did know that,
Well,
though.
luckily we started in high school, or else, hey.
Preschool for me.
Yeah, right. But I can't
know.
believe we're going into our 16th year. It's been
Gosh.
so much fun, and it's gone by so quickly. And it's so exciting because now everybody that has Spectrum on the mainland is seeing Showcase Hawaii, and they're calling in, and they're so excited because number one, we jump on the calls every once in a while and we get to talk to them, and the first thing they say is, "This is the person on TV?" And I'm like, "No." And they go, "Well, you sound just like them." And then I usually say, "I'm just kidding. Yes, it is."
Well, it just amazes me. Every day we get an order from a different place in the world. It could be Canada, Hong Kong,
Denmark,
yeah. I mean,
England,
all over. And it's very,
Australia.
very exciting for us to be expanding our aloha, spreading our aloha everywhere. And I really appreciate when people take the time. I mean, we get emails every day from someone saying, "Oh, I got my order. I love it. I opened it up and it just was beautiful. I'm wearing it now." And I also get a kick out of, so Myrna called and she said, I just have to tell you, I gave a gift and when they opened it, they were so happy. And it made me so happy. And, we've shared that before, but it's always kind of gives me chicken skin or, I just think, oh my gosh, because I know how special that must feel when someone is thrilled, just really, really happy that you thought of them, that you gave them something, and that is just something so special that they're going to cherish.
You mean when it's unexpected?
I don't know. I mean, I guess all gifts should be unexpected, don't you think? You shouldn't be
No, I expect a gift on my birthday. So I think when you give an unexpected gift, also, depending on the gift, when it's something very beautiful like this, or maybe it's symbolic or meaningful, this has a whole lot of symbolism with faith and aloha, and you got the bling and
the plumeria has a lot of meaning too.
So there's a lot going on in this tiny manini cross. So when you gift somebody like that, I think that's what's unexpected.
Yes.
If they're looking at it and they see all the different subtleties of the meanings that the design has, I think that's when it makes it really special, and it just kind of brings joy to somebody that they're able to not only give it, but when they see the person wearing it, it only reinforces it more. That's what I like about it too.
Right. And a lot of people are shopping early, which makes me happy.
Yeah.
And, buying.
Shop early.
Yeah. Shop early.
It's easy.
And buy multiples.
Yes.
Well, it's easier for you too, because every year we have to remind you. We try to get the orders out within 1 week, but as we get closer to the holidays, and we try our best, but it starts to take a little longer, and then the mail starts to take a little longer to get delivered, and then if you're sending it to a state where there is snow, then it really starts getting backed up because the mail trucks can't go out, the big trucks carrying the mail to the post office destination get delayed, and then the flights get delayed, so everything starts getting slower. So I know all of you want to be on time or early, and I think it's a lot of fun when someone gets a gift box or gift package and it's like you can't open it. Don't open it.
Do not open till Christmas.
And they have to wait.
I think too that, well, I'm excited about the fact that a lot of guys have been ordering. They see how easy it is to order with Showcase Hawaii, and we do make it easy. They just call in. We have regulars now, regular men that call in, and they order, and they give us the gift note that they want to put in. They know that we're going to wrap it very beautifully. They know that it's going to be sent out. They get free shipping to the mainland. So we have guys buying for family members on the mainland, kids on the mainland, sisters, mothers, people on the mainland that, sometimes when they're over there, I wouldn't say you forget about them, but it's not as...
you don't have a constant reminder.
Right. As somebody here or down the street or on the other side of the island.
Right.
So we make it easy if you want to ship to the mainland. It's almost like so easy that
it's just a
you
phone
hardly have
call
to do anything.
because you don't have to drive, you don't have to package it, you don't have to stand in line at the post office and find something to put it in. So it really does take the
stress.
Yeah, and makes it fun.
Yes, we take the stress out of it and we make shopping fun. It's very easy to order. You could give us a call at 888-965-7467.
Or 808-892-3337.
Or log on to www.showcasehawaii.tv.
Looking for Hawaii-inspired items at affordable prices? Watch Showcase Hawaii at 6:30 a.m., 3 p.m., and 12:30 a.m. every day on Spectrum Channel 1016.
Now this is a new piece. It's our Miley Leaf Lei cubic
Very
zirconia necklace. It's very pretty. It has an integrated chain, so it has that kind of a horizontal format, but it also feels like a lei.
I like the
way the leaves
softness.
are laying.
I like the softness of it. Handling it, I wasn't sure if it was going to be where the shape is already defined, where it's already a U shape.
Oh, yeah, it's set.
Right.
Yeah, and
right.
you can't.
But it actually moves,
Yes.
and it's very, very pretty. I'm really impressed with this piece.
So each set of those cubic zirconia leaves on that Miley Lei are linked individually. You can see up close. But the cubic zirconia they make cubic zirconias now
It's so impressive.
It's super impressive. They're man-made, but they look almost like a real diamond.
Right.
And that's what I really love about
Right.
it. Now, when you're watching, you could see all that bling and that shine to it. And that's what's really going to catch people's attention.
Yes.
This is an 18-inch adjustable chain. Lots of cubic zirconia stones in this, but it's very, very dramatic when you're wearing it. But it doesn't feel too fancy.
Right. It's interesting. I was trying to find the words to describe the feeling because it looks very expensive, yes, and it's very delicate, but I don't mean that in a way that it's not a strong piece.
Right.
It's like it's a nice size, and I could just imagine a lot of different people wearing it and enjoying it.
I think what people would like to do with this particular one, because it has such a nice line to it, you could probably layer it with a couple different necklaces.
Oh, right.
And it would bring a lot of attention to whoever's wearing it because it would complement whatever you're wearing.
And that's very in now.
Yeah, maybe it's a pendant. Maybe it's our plumeria pendant. That would look nicely with this.
Oh, right. Leaves and
But
flowers.
if you kind of are into that layering, this is light enough where you can layer it with the rest of your necklaces, and it's not going to feel like it's too much.
Right. And the fact that it's an adjustable chain gives you even more options.
Right. So if you want to wear it higher, like a choker, or lower, and then layer the other ones above it, you can do that too. Any way you wear it, it's going to look beautiful if you want to wear it as a single piece or with other pieces. Now, let's say you want a pair of earrings to match
like
with that.
that.
So these are our plumeria petal cubic zirconia earrings. You could feel like you're out in nature. You'll have your Miley Leaf Lei necklace and your plumeria petal cubic zirconia earrings. Now, this is a close-up. You could see each leaf is made out of a different cubic zirconia stone.
Wow, I'm impressed. It looks like diamonds.
Yeah, little diamonds.
So that's
and
pretty good.
Really great price. You could see as different light hits it, it kind of changes the color of the
interesting.
stones.
Right.
This is gold plated over 0.925 sterling
So
silver.
it's the same earring we just saw.
It's the same
Yeah,
earring,
I
but
like
it's
that.
a super close up, and you
Right.
could see that 0.925 sterling silver on the post. A lot of people get earrings and they might say sterling silver, but for some reason, some companies don't put the post as sterling
and that's
silver.
the most important part.
Exactly.
That's
That is
the part
most
that's going through your pierced ear that you want.
Right. So this is approximately 1/4 of an inch.
Right.
And it's going to look really great on your ear. Again, we are talking about kind of a dainty look with the prior pieces. This would fall under that. You could see the blinging when it spins around. Look at the depth to each one of those petals and that kind of icy look to the stones.
So this is when I like wearing a post, because you have a lot of that focus coming to just that piece right there. And it's staying put because it has so many cuts in the CZ that it's going to capture the light.
Well, I think too, you were talking about how you'd like to wear these when we're traveling because they look so expensive.
Right.
But if you happen to drop one, leave them in the hotel or something like that, or
Right.
maybe we see a relative and they really like them and you want to give them to them, then you don't feel so bad and you could do that. So this is our Nui 22 millimeter Plumeria Solitaire CZ ring.
When we got this,
It was pretty dramatic.
I love it. And, you know, we have so many customers saying that they like wearing rings on different fingers, all their fingers. And so I tried this on each finger and I really like it.
Well, like you said, the ones that we featured in the past are more Manini style. They're smaller and kind of dainty.
Yes.
This is a statement piece. This
Right.
will get attention, and it really highlights the simplicity and the symmetrical shape of the leaves. It's almost like a perfect plumeria flower. Then you have that solitaire CZ in the center, and you have your choice. You could get gold-plated, silver, or rose gold, and all of them look great.
Right. Well,
And you should add it to your collection.
Well, I was going to say, it's interesting you should say how it looks like the actual flower. And I'm always looking, you know, we're so fortunate here in the neighborhood, wherever you go out, you know, we see the plumeria everywhere. And there's so many different variations. That's why I love how we have it in the gold-plated, rose gold-plated, and silver. Because again, in nature, there's so many different plumeria flower variations. But I love this design with the polished edge, and then you've got the brushed interior petals. And it looks very expensive on, and it really is a nice accent, I think. And, you know, I've had both men and women say, you know, I don't know my millimeters. So let's talk about that 20 millimeter.
22 millimeter.
22 millimeter.
Right. So it's almost an inch. It's
Right.
7/8 of an inch.
Perfect
but it's,
timing with the ruler.
It's almost an inch. You can see it's quite large. Well, we hope you were able to get in on one of these great deals today.
The ordering process is so fast and so easy. So log on to showcasehawaii.tv.
Thanks for watching.
Bye for now.